Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my EDC update for September. Now, technically it's like the last day of August, but I figured I'd get it knocked out. I did the last one at the end of July, I think, because I was getting ready to go on vacation, which never happened because we got sick as fuck. So that sucked ass. Let's not talk about August. Let's move on to September. Labor Day's coming up this weekend, for me anyway. So I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic 3-day holiday, if that is what you have, which I hope you do, because it's Labor Day. But yeah, so any channel updates or anything I want to get into before I talk about gear? Not really. Just cranking out videos. It's been 3 a day, 4 a day for the last 3 weeks or so now, I think. I think I'll be able to keep up with 2 a day probably for, as long as I can, without a problem. I don't know about 3 a day. I don't know if I get addicted to making videos or I just have so much gear, because I'm not just making, like, you know how some people, which, like Jared Neve, and I'm not saying he shouldn't do this or it's a bad thing, but some people do a lot of like top 5 this, top 10 this, top 15 this, right? Best this of this and best that of that. I don't really do that. I have, the occasional open tag video I do or something stupid I think of. But I just have a lot of knives in and stuff. And I guess because I usually do 3 videos on each knife, that probably adds up. Whereas I think Jared maybe does an unboxing of like 10 knives and then does the review, right? So he doesn't have that gap to fill with a bunch of videos. So he has other ideas, which I think are his most popular videos. So again, not saying one way or the other is better. I'm just kind of saying that I guess that's why I get so many videos out, because I'm doing so many on the same knife, which personally I prefer, and I technically I got that from like Jake and Kyle, Bearded Gear, D2M Knives and Gear, but the reason I like it is because I'll get a knife in, I'll unbox it, right, and you'll see me, I'll flick it open, I'll be like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, right? And then I do the first impressions, and maybe I find something a little off about it. Maybe over time the clip sucks. I didn't know that in the unboxing. Or the ergos don't exactly work, or I don't like the action after whatever. Or I take it apart and I fuck it up putting it back together, and then I think the knife sucks. And then by the end of the review, then I really know if I like this knife, if it's going to stick around, or you might not even see a review. Probably half the knives I get in, I don't even get to the review video because I sell it, I give it away, whatever, because I'm just done with it. If I'm not excited by it, I don't really want to do the video. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyway, I should have plenty of content coming for you guys, for whoever's interested. I don't know why anybody wants to watch a schlub like me just blather on about his thoughts on knives, but hey, I'm glad that you do. I very much enjoy doing it, so thank you guys. All right, so yeah, I don't really have any updates. All right, let's keep the truck rolling, okay? This is gonna be, I've had these 2 knives on me for a week now, pretty much straight. Like at home, I've been carrying other stuff to, review and whatever. But when I've left the house, man, this knife right here, the Vero Axon Lefty, murdered out chawl version, has been in my pocket every single day. I mean, the action is just incredible. As per usual, I wish the detent were a little stiffer, but it's not like it's bad. You can see I can flick it like a dream. I can thumb flick it. Watch this right here, okay? Like, my first Axon was drop shutty, and I thought having PVD or DLC would be less drop shut, but look at this, just nonsense. So I've been very much enjoying it, trying to get used to doing left-handed get your thumb out of there game. You know, that game's easy right-handed because I've done it so many times. There we go, haha. And I just love the look of this pelican-looking blade and everything. It's just a dope knife. And the fact that it's lefty is just awesome. And I'm sorry to all you lefties out there if this still isn't available when this video goes up. It will be soon. Joseph will send out a newsletter. They will be available in a drop. You won't have to pre-order or anything. You'll order it and it'll show up at your door. I plan on trying to get another one if possible. I might wait a little bit just to make sure that anybody who's ready for the drop gets one before I order a second, because it's kind of fucked up, but I don't know, whatever. I just want a belt satin one, I think, to go with this. It's so good. So that has been my primary knife for the last week, and my secondary knife, or whatever you want to call it, for the last week has been the MBK Slayback. This thing is ridiculous. It's just so good. D10 is dialed to perfection. Look at that closing action on a 3-inch blade. I mean, it just defies, you know, all right, it's not crazy defying fucking logic, but like, it's fucking good. All right, the lockup is super solid. It's dead centered. It's titanium scales with an inset liner lock. It's got dope-ass steel. It's got this Sanmai ZDP 189 edge, jacketed in 420J. Man, it's just so good. And it's $200, or it was. Apparently they all sold out. Nobody can get them right now, which is funny because I didn't know that was going to happen. I just ordered it when I saw it. I am so glad that I picked this up. I mean, I even got the 1.5, the EDC 1.5 after this. And I sold that because, like, I don't need that knife because I have this one. Look at the edge on this thing. Look at the blade shape, I mean. This thing is a box destroyer. It's a package opening machine. And it's one of the very few Wharncliffes that actually appeals to me. Like, this thing is super sexy in my opinion. But normally I'm not a Warney guy. Like the ProTech Malibu and Warney E. That thing's gross. The Slayback from Pena that I had, the front flipper, just not a fan of that. Like Humpty Dumpty, you know, into the tip look. But the way they did this with the little up sweep here, little ramp, whatever you want to call it, and it kind of comes down slowly at an angle. It doesn't like hump over, like, I don't know. I'm weird about blade shapes, guys, and I always compare knives to animals and shit. This one doesn't look like an animal, but if it did, I guess it would be the toucan. You got the toucan and the pelican today. Look at that. That's funny, actually. This is not a Warney. I'd call this a sheep's foot, and I think sheep's foots or sheep's feet. How would you say that? I think sheep's footy knives are good looking. I really do like a sheep's foot, sort of slash reverse tanto, whatever, you know, whatever you want to call them. I think they look sexy most of the time, where a Wharncliffe just never really does, except for this Slayback. And I do kind of like the handle a little bit. Do I wish it was a traditional handle? I don't know, maybe, but it's not exaggerated like some, so it works very well. I mean, it's $200, you can't beat that. And you know what, $290, $300 for this, you can't beat that either. I mean, yeah, I just have a good carry here, and this is what I'm rocking going into September. I also have my Hank from Hanks at Rock right here. Been rocking that for months now. It's my favorite Hank. All the other ones just sit on the computer stand. And then I have my Raylight mini pineapple polished titanium, fantastic flashlight. This thing hasn't left my pocket in months either. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I would get a dope ass, like, expensive flashlight to replace this, maybe dive into that a little bit, but I haven't really come across anything yet. I've heard Okluma is really good. I might look into that. And then I guess one update is, you know, we're still wearing shorts and everything for the summer. I haven't really changed the amount of stuff I carry. But I am going to be going back to a wallet, I think, because of Lancelot Leather's fantastic looking wallets. I had a couple to give away, and I got to try it. So I will. I've been basically just using my cell phone case with 3 cards on the back for years now. And then I haven't been carrying my Vero Fulcrum. I don't know. I haven't had the need for it enough out in the wild for the amount of times that I catch on stuff, because I have fucking clips on every pocket. So I just kind of stopped carrying that. I always have one in my bag. I have this Sidekick from Damn Design, so I always have a pry bar type bit driver thing in my bag. So anyway, that's it, guys. Got to pick my daughter up here. That's a quick EDC update for September. Let me know below if you like this type of video. If you have ideas for videos, like I was saying earlier, I don't do a lot of like random just top this or best whatever. If that's kind of stuff you like, leave me some comments down below. I don't keep all the knives I get, so I don't have like 100, 200 knives to just go grab 20 best whatevers, right? I have a good number of knives, but it's more of a refined collection, and I sell things to get more in and whatnot, so it's a little different. But yeah, anyway, that's it, guys. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day, because I am, and I will catch you later.